Good, happy Tuesday evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this edition of the Riley King Talk Show. Let's begin. So, hopefully you all had a good Tuesday. My Tuesday was good. After work, I went for a nice walk slash run on my road, and that was very good, and the weather was beautiful. It's slowly becoming springtime, so that is a good sign. We love spring. And hopefully you all had a wonderful Tuesday. So, let's begin and talk about some things in the news today. Take a look at this video from WMUR News 9. So Chris Sununu calls on House Democrats to fund new secure psychiatric facility. Take a look at this video.
Out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
Governor Chris Sununu is calling on State House Democrats to restore $26 million he asked for in the state budget to build a new 60-bed secure psychiatric facility. The move would allow the state to stop housing non-criminal mentally ill patients in the prison, and the governor says it would alleviate the emergency room boarding issue that keeps some people waiting for weeks in local ERs.
This is not my plan. This was the stakeholders' plan. This was the family's plan, and this is the right plan.
House Democrats balked at the price tag and what they say is a lack of detail with this proposal. Many believe there are ways to create capacity at the state hospital less expensive than a new building.
And every year we'll have to be back looking at staffing the facility and making sure it's operating correctly. And we just didn't feel like we had that kind of information at this point.
The Disabilities Rights Center is raising concerns that a new facility with more beds will just lead to more people being institutionalized, an argument state health officials reject.
We've not scaled this facility to expand the number of people who are institutionalized. We've scaled it so we can meet the need that's there in the community and not more.
The governor believes a new secure unit is the first domino that needs to fall to enact system-wide reforms. Families who've endured ER boarding, like Deb Taylor, whose son was in the emergency room waiting for mental health care for 28 days, say the status quo is unacceptable.
I think that we need to put the money into it. We're going to pay now or we're going to pay later.
Hospitals are also calling for lawmakers to take action.
We use the term crisis. It's not a crisis. It's a disaster.
The budget is expected to move out of committee tomorrow and pass with the support of the House Democratic majority. Senate leadership hasn't exactly been eager to weigh in on this situation, saying they want to see exactly what the House sends to them before they comment. Reporting live in the newsroom, Adam Sexton, WMUR News Now.
Okay. And there you go on that video and that report. Let us know what you think. We want to hear from all of you. Another thing that caught my eye today, the 9 biggest bombshells about The View from Tell All book. Let's watch this video from Entertainment Tonight.
Don't you want it all?
I'm running out of time.
I changed something. Erased something.
We're not meant to be here. This is real.
let's move on to the behind-the-scenes drama over at The View. The new tell-all, Ladies Who Punch, continues to spill the Hot Topics tea, and only we spoke to the author who unleashed all the craziness with the co-host and matriarch, Barbara Walters.
If she reads the book, I think she'll feel like it's an honest portrait of everything that happened on the show.
According to the tell-all, Barbara made Elizabeth want to quit and had Jenny labeling her Mommy Dearest. So what's the 89-year-old's view?
Barbara's never been one to run from the truth. I fact-checked some things with her over email a few months ago. She was very aware that her legacy was tied to The View.
Among the biggest Barbara bombshells, Gayle King could have had Whoopi's job if it weren't for Walters and Gayle's BFF.
They were worried that Oprah was going to offer producing notes and used Gayle as a method to do that.
And remember this?
What we were trying to do then was to protect you.
Barbara was involved in leaking stories about Star. She didn't want to have her hands dirty when it came to Star's firing, and so she wanted the public to know the truth.
And then there's Rosie.
You don't have to be black to know what racism
Yes,
is.
you do. O'Donnell says this fight with Whoopi got so bad she took anti-anxiety pills.
She was having trouble keeping her stress level down. Her doctor told her that she had to leave the show.
Ramin says he spent 3 years conducting interviews for the 316-page tell-all. Whoopi and Elizabeth refused to take part.
Elizabeth never responded to me. I emailed her for 3 years, and she never responded once.
Rosie says she regrets speaking to Ramin. She's called him a 4-letter word and condemned him on Twitter.
She's always been candid and honest, and I think I'll just leave it at that.
Now, a source tells ET that Barbara will not pay attention to this book.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Let us know what you think. And would you read that book? I think I would. If I go and pick it up. Maybe I'll go and buy it. Sounds very interesting. I want to know the drama of The View. I watch The View sometimes and you see them bum 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 bum. But I enjoy watching it. And here's a look at your celebrity birthdays for today. Take a look. And happy birthday to all of those celebrities. We hope they have a great birthday. And the host of Inside Edition, anchor Deborah Norville, to undergo cancer surgery after viewer spotted lump on neck. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Deborah Norville, and we hope for her to have a speedy recovery so she can be back on air, and we wish her very best in surgery. And that's going to do it for this edition of the Riley King Talk Show right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all enjoyed this edition of the Riley King Talk Show, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of the Riley King Talk Show. Have a great Tuesday night, everyone, and see you tomorrow on Wednesday, Hump Day. And we're going to end it off with some music now. We're going to play the new song from Why Don't We and Macklemore, I Don't Belong in This Club. I hope you all enjoy. Goodbye, everyone.
Some guy skipped in front of me. Can't believe I paid an entry fee. And I don't even got the energy to smile for a selfie. And I know that I should go home, but I'm still standing here, so I guess one more for the road. I wanna raise a toast, so this one's for the sparklers, those wearing shades in the darkness. Hats off to the DJ, same song twice in an evening.